Opposites are essential to life and our growth. It is a law that was set in place that must happen. When you think about the elementary terms that we all were taught when we were younger, such as happy versus good, or happy versus sad, good versus evil, heaven versus hell, it seems really insignificant. But the more I continue to build, nurture, and maintain my relationship with the Most High, the more He reveals to me and teaches me. When you can view a situation outside of logic and really understand it through love, you will become wise and more enlightened about the simplest things. And if I may add, life is really simple. We make things difficult through worry. We take ourselves too seriously. We place a big emphasis on things that won't ultimately matter. And I can go on and on about how we as a people are, but I won't. About 4 years ago, I was living in complete bliss. Well, so I thought. I had a great job, making good money. I just received my master's degree. I was pregnant with my first son, and I just closed on a beautiful condo in North Atlanta. I was happy and I felt like everything was perfect, but I had some really bad ways. And let me tell you, I thought I was right. I thought there was absolutely nothing wrong with me. I wasn't as positive as I am now, and I didn't have a first-class relationship with my Creator. Within 2 years of feeling like I was on the top of the world, I was knocked down with one bad situation after another. My day was turned into night. My dream became a nightmare. My season of spring and summer became fall and winter. In this moment, I was forced to evaluate me. I couldn't blame anyone for what was happening in my life. It's like God forced me to bend my knees. One thing I will say is that when you don't bend on your own, He can bend them for you involuntarily. This is how I became to realize that opposites are a part of life. There would be a significant imbalance if the sun shined forever and there was no rain to replenish and nourish. If it remained dark, how would anything function? This is why it is important for the opposites to occur in our life and in our world. It helps us to evaluate, grow, and mature. It's a cycle. If you meet someone who is the same person they were 5 years ago, I can almost bet that that same obstacles and mountains that they continue to encounter will be a never-ending cycle. It is essential to grab the concept of evaluating, growing, and maturing. But it is vital to understand that when you are going through that opposite phase in your life, to trust and not worry, because after all, it is the opposite effect. I hope this information was helpful. The reason I like to kind of go back through what I did was how I became a sacred sister is I started journaling my progress when it came to my life. So this was written probably in 2010, and this is something that I personally wrote myself. And I wanted to share this with you today to let you know that everything that I feed you, I had to eat myself. So there was a time that I was living like this beautiful life that I thought I wanted to live, but I still had some really bad little girl ways, and I'm gonna be honest. And the only way for me to kind of grow through and evolve into a woman was for me to have gone through some challenging, hard times and then develop strength through those things that I went through. So that's why I'm a sacred sister. That's probably why you are a sacred sister. I'm sure you have stories that you wouldn't mind sharing with us so we can all kind of help with building each other up, uplifting each other. That's what this is about. I'll see you guys online.